Hey, Brian, welcome back to Skydive Radio. How you doing today?
Hey, Dave. I'm doing great.
Let's see, safety first. We've got a listener that wants to know, what should we tell a newer jumper? Maybe somebody, that just learned to skydive this season. They've been on their home drop zone the whole time, and now they're ready to go off to their first big event, to their first big boogie, or maybe he writes boogie, but I think maybe even a bigger drop zone maybe would be a similar...
It's analogous, yeah.
So what are some of the safety things we need to think about?
There's a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, delay. That's my advice. Stay at your small drop zone as long as you can. But there's a whole bunch of new things that occur. I mean, the biggest one is traffic. You've got more canopies in the air, and even if you're only on a Twin Otter, there's another Twin Otter. We're just flying right up its butt to drop more jumpers. So you got to keep your head on a swivel under canopy. Often we have the target fixation thing where everybody wants to land where the spectators are, where the most jumpers are. And you don't have to land where they land. You can find yourself a nice flat piece of ground where nobody else is and fly a beautiful pattern and get a soft landing. But we do have this boogie atmosphere thing where everything goes and people are a little loose. And sometimes they're having a little too much fun at night. Yeah, and they're a little hungover. Some of them are still drunk. I mean, let's be honest, right? I mean, sometimes it takes a little while for that stuff to wear off. So whatever people are doing at night can affect their ability to be aware under canopy. So you have to be the eyes and ears of every skydive. Be the one that's most clear-headed. Do your best, especially when you don't have that much experience. You're on a slower canopy typically, and you got all these race cars whizzing past you. So stay away from them. Land a nice, wide-open, safe place. So that's the biggest one. But also take your time. There's a boogie atmosphere speed where people rush into the plane and you want to try all the weird planes, especially back when we had the World Free Fall Convention. You had 17 different novelty airplanes, and you're trying to squeeze them all into one day after being up till 5 o'clock in the morning at the rave tent. So take your time, pace yourself. It's a long haul. It's a long journey.
So traffic, that's definitely the big one. Anything else? Maybe like one of the things I'm thinking about, if they've never been in a multi-airplane environment before, one thing you want to avoid is maybe pulling high. And some people might not have ever thought about that before coming from a Cessna.
I agree, yeah. And you got to know if there's two parallel jump runs like many of the boogies will do, there's a zone where you can open up if you are a little bit on the high side. We're not saying that you should open at 2,000 feet just because you're at a boogie. But when you do get open, especially if you're on a slow canopy, even if you're at 3.5, you can be hanging up there where there's free fallers from a different airplane coming. You got to know where they're going to be coming from. So usually turning your canopy perpendicular to jump run is a good idea, but now you've got to narrow that down to a specific direction that you're flying your canopy until you get a little bit lower and then come back towards the drop zone.
Right. That actually, maybe this should be a separate safety first topic, but that makes me think of something else. We should probably know what jump run is on every load and not be flying up jump run under canopy.
Wouldn't
correct?
that be nice? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to know where the meat bombs are coming from. Especially if you're free flying and you're getting down there in a hurry. Even a sit flyers, falling quite a bit faster than the flat groups. And so you can open up and fly your parachute underneath the jump run and find a person-shaped hole in your parachute. So not fun. It's, as a cartoon, that would be hilarious. But in real life, trust me, when you go through another parachute, it's extremely unpleasant, terrifying, and occasionally, let's face it, fatal.
All right. Well, Brian, that was great advice, and hope everybody has a good time at their first big skydiving event and stays safe.
Right on. Blue skies.
BigAirSportsWithAZ.com.
You got it.
Thanks, Brian. Carrie.
What?
Meat bombs, is that what got you?
Meat bombs started making me giggle, and then when I came to, I heard the word fatal. So...
Yes. Yes, sir.